Is it time? Is it time? Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that thing across there quickly. Good evening. Welcome to another NRNS No Retreat, No Surrender pre-record of a match we just watched, or I just watched anyway, and hopefully you're going to watch and enjoy it with me. I won't do too much preamble tonight, except to say that it is 3 PARA versus ICF, and gosh, we've had some great matches lately, and this is no exception. No spoilers in chat tonight, please, folks. This has just finished this match, and it is a recording, so some people will already know what happened. The map we're actually fighting on tonight is Omaha Beach. Let's get across to the main screen. Looking, yes, thanks, Tango. Saturday night. What else would you be doing except wearing a suit, eh? Now, I will just lightly scroll through here quickly because this was the pre-match stuff. We were just mucking around on Remming and waiting for the battle to start. There were some minor delays, let's call them that. Hang on a sec. Where is it? There we go. Omaha Beach, ladies and gents. This is it. Oh, I don't even need that sound on, do I? So, 3 PARA, of course, I've streamed a few of their games so far, and this one's no exception. ICF, I think I've done 1 or 2 of them before. I might have some info on them. They are a Chinese clan, of course. Yeah, so this is sort of... Oh, I've got the wrong head of stuff. This is the 2 teams, I think, playing for the first time. I don't think 3 PARA have played these guys yet, but it is a great match, this one. I really did enjoy this. Now, I will be looking at 3 PARA on the main screen here as the blue players, and ICF will be the orange or red players, whatever you want to call them. I just got to find their tag here. I think I've got them. Oh, there they are. They're on the right-hand side. So we put the header up like that, but they are the wrong sides. It's not Axis and Allies that way. We'll flick those around. Oh, not Soviet. Allies left-hand side, Axis right. So there you go. So the header bar there, you can see we're going to be using throughout the match. 3 PARA will be the blue for the Allies, so blue on the main screen there, and ICF will be the Axis. They'll be the orangey/red folks. And yeah, look, I mean, I guess so. They're fighting over Ville-sur-Mer tonight, and the thing about Omaha is it's always slightly harder to get off the beach, in my opinion. So I'd expect that 3 PARA will just be a little bit sluggish coming off the beach on the right-hand side of the map there. We'll get across here to the main screen, get rid of the header while we're looking at this. So the 2 maps there side by side. Of course, I run that second account there. So there we've got the ICF folks on the right-hand map and the 3 PARA folks on the left-hand map. Still comes through a little bit blurry there, doesn't it? I've got it... Got it in running through Discord at 1080p and 60 bits, or 60 frames rather. But yeah, it's still just a little bit blurry. I'm not super happy about that, but whatever, we can see it okay. Just looking at how they actually start off there, of course, rear battery up the top there for the ICF guys is a good defensive point for them, but win 70 for the 3 PARA team is also pretty good. So a good stretch away from the Ville-sur-Mer point there. Both of those points pretty good to defend, win 70 and rear battery. So whoever takes on the middle point first off is not going to have a hell of a lot of advantage because there's so much open map here. Just checking through all the trucks there, as you can see, to see who's in what and doing what. Dasselberg, lovely to see you, good sir. I hope you are well. I haven't actually spoken to you for friggin' ages, mate. I know you pop into the stream sometimes and say hello, so... What have you been playing? Burrow Trauma. Sounds interesting, mate. All right. So that's our setup there. I popped off the map accidentally. Sorry about that. Remember, folks, this is a recording I just did. Oh, you had Burrow Trauma in 30 minutes. There you go. Well, we might be able to rage it tonight, mate. I was just fixing up something here. That's right, while we were starting this off. So, yeah, the main point to note here is it doesn't really matter who is actually going to take Ville-sur-Mer first off. The main reason for that is because of the openness of the map. And don't ask me what I was doing here. I'm just the streamer. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, so this is the first play. We'll watch this for a few seconds here. You could see there how ICF were coming in a very broad spread, whereas 3 PARA were quite behind in this initial push. They were quite behind. So top right corner there is the ICF point of view, and the main screen here is the 3 PARA point of view. I like to get in that top down at that top right corner there. I'd like to have that top down view over a point, so we always keep an eye on it as I move around the screen on the main screen here. So yeah, we do have that fairly static up the top right. It looks pretty cool too, Das. I must admit I do like it. It was a novel thing that I came up with a few weeks ago now, and it is quite good. Look at this, though. Look, see, you can see ICF are already in here pretty close. There's not a single 3 para to be seen anywhere at the moment. Not a single 3 para. I think they're just starting to come in. I was just looking for them here. There they are. Truck down that main road. Yeah, there it is, just at the 3 o'clock position. Here's those first artillery rounds we heard starting to come in. Something's getting smashed up the top of screen there. That looks like a supply truck, actually. I think one of the tanks will have just hit that. Yeah, look at that. No, it's a transport truck, actually. That's a bad starting point for the ICF guys. They just lost their person out of that truck. All right. ICF on the point. 3 para managed to get that centre truck through pretty quick. Lots of artillery. There's a Luke's in there as well. I can see the smashing happening there. First tank, Panzer IV coming around the bottom here. Of course, remembering... Oops, sorry. Better put that back up. Where is it? Where is it? Where? What have I done here? What have I fucking done here? Hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm looking for the header bar. There it is. My bad. So, 3 para being the blue 4, ICF being for the red or orange 4, so they're the axis, as I said before. And so the Panzer 4 sitting right on the point there. Although 3 para are sort of just in the point, they're not capping yet because the cap... Oh, they are. Actually, it is turning in their favour, isn't it? So look at the... They must have put a Gary up the back there. Look at that wave of troops coming in. That's going to be about 20 or 30 coming in there. This is only a 40v42 for those not tracking tonight. It's not 49s, it's 40v40. So the NRNS has that opportunity to split between either 49 versus 49 or 40v40. The teams arrange that between them. It's a pretty good format, this, actually. And just whenever they can play matches is pretty much what it's up to. So there's no set schedule. And, of course, that means that it goes from February through to November. All right, looking down southeast here, really, really good positioning there from the ICF team. They've taken this bottom radar sector. Nothing else further down here. I was just having a quick look. Kiwi there over the back, defending Win 70, getting his Garys and his other stuff set up. But ICF, great first position here in the bottom right. 3 para are really funneling everybody onto the point, though, and that's starting to show in the cap weight that's going on, isn't it? So we'll get that top right camera in there a little bit closer. Again, as I said, folks, this is a pre-recording. So I've already filmed this and I'm now just casting to it. So I can't move the camera around to look at things. I'll actually start to see some stuff here as we watch the match and go, shit, I wish I had zoomed in on that. Anyway, there's the 3 para recon down the bottom there doing a bit of work. You can see it at the 11 o'clock position, way off in the distance there past the radar. There it goes for a bit of a run. And there's another tank over there at the bottom as well, probably the ICF recon. I know Wagger's here trying to set up a garrison from memory, and straight away he's been picked off for that garrison. So Cheese and Killinan are going to have to try and come over and take out this guy. This will be a slow garrison cap here, bottom left of screen. So it'll take this guy ages to go. They might actually get there to defend it. Good positioning, great first positioning there from the ICF guys. The point's still contested. Now it's going back into 3 para's favour. All right, so that's switching across as the bodies have just been shredded there. Look at the cap starting to happen. Nice. Killinan's almost on it. Cheese is almost on it. Oh, mate's just backed away, and a strafe comes in and picks him off. That is such a good strafe there from Kiwi. Saved that garrison a little bit, although the guy backed away anyway, but he would have got him, so that was a good shot. Very long first cap here, T Reaper. It's not over yet, mate, either, let me tell you. Look at the surge coming in over the top there from ICF. 3 para fairly stretched out the back here. ICF have also got bodies up the north there as well, so they're controlling a couple of really good sectors, and now they're starting to cap again. So it's falling back into their favour here. 3 para not winning this. There's a 75, that would be bopping its way, chasing the Lukes. Oh, that Luke's better bolt. We'll see what happens here. Let's see what happens. I cannot remember this little play. I think the Lukes gets away with this. Lots of 3 para out this way, but ICF are capping. They've almost got this. No, I don't know. It's anybody's fucking centre point at the moment. This is what you want, though, and it's indicative of how far these communities have gone in competitive gameplay. If you remember 6 to 12 months ago, good evening, Trauma Stu, lovely to see you, sir. If you remember 6 to trauma months ago, 6 to 12 months ago, watching some of those teams play, and there's our friends Trauma Stu, of course, who's been playing some Hell Let Loose, one of my fellow casters. Great to see you, buddy. you know, there were some teams that would just get wiped by other teams, and it was, you know, pretty brutal 5-0 and stuff like that. Not anymore, ladies and gents. The competition has ramped up in the last 6 or 12 months. There's that Luke's finally dying to the 75, but it just got ricocheted by old mate there. Looks like Maui symbol. I'm going to call that guy the Maui symbol. He's always running around with a little Maui symbol and rockets, that guy. So we'll watch him a few times tonight. I know that. Nobody's kept the point yet. 3 Para have got some good numbers into the south flank here. That's what we're looking straight down on us. But look at that guy on the left there from ICF, pushing up as well. And it is great that the clans are all sort of lifting their game here. And so matches are just so much fun to watch and cast. And look at this for a start. 10 minutes in, not a single person has been able to take this point yet. It's been traded backwards and forwards. We watch a plucky little Puma racing around the back here. I'm not sure where he's going. He's got 75 there at 11 o'clock, trying to hunt him maybe, or just going for a run himself. That 75 is going to have to watch out because very shortly we're going to start to see other stuff. I think he just picked off a Garrison perhaps up there, which was feeding. Oh, no, the Garrison's around the other side of the hedge here. That's right. So he's picked up some bodies up here, probably an OP. Dryad's going to try and satchel him. That's probably a brave move there from Dryad. It didn't work out too well. This Puma's got eyes on. He knows someone's there. He knows he's there. No, he's backing away. He's still backing away. Squad leader there for ICF is just pushing around the back, I guess, probably trying to set his OP up further down. That Garrison right there, that's we'll call that the complaints tank because I can't remember who's in it, but I know complaints is. There's the Garrison gone. There's the Garrison gone. Now, look at the cap. Over 10 minutes gone in this match. Nobody. There we go. Back into ICF's favour now. That 75 might be able to come down and support and try and take out some infantry. But look at that. ICF have managed to grind their way through. And we're watching that, of course, in the top right corner. So at any stage, just keep an eye up there to see how they're going. ICF have ground their way through into the church itself, but 3 Para still hanging on there to the southeast. First bombing run coming in now from 3 Para straight across the point. Don't know what that's going to achieve if it's going across the point there. It might pick up a Gary or OPs up the north, but it's not going to pick up too much infantry because most of them are tucked away now. They are still capping ICF, so the bombing run didn't slow that down at all. Could be an airhead coming in from Kiwi, is it? I'm not sure. Not at this stage. No, ICF still controlling that southeast quite well. I think they're actually looking to push onto the next point a little bit, or at least clear out some Garys. Radar tower controlled by ICF there. Hitler just got nailed by somebody from a long way away. Maybe the sniper there. Jesus, that's a good shot. I don't actually know where he got hit from. There you go. But it's still contested on the middle. 3 Para desperately hanging on there, trying to clear out some of this infantry and get back some of this cap circle weight, which counts for so much. Goose cooked, and that Garrison again in trouble. I made the goose cook joke last night, didn't I? So ICF just sweeping through here to try and get rid of these garrisons, and also sort of start to set up for the next point, most likely, because you would anyway. I don't know if they're going to be able to defend this guy against this guy here. He's right on it now, and I reckon that garrison's going to fall. Hit the streets is so far away. This is the closest person we got right now from 3 Para, so all good there. Here's the Stuart now bravely running into a haystack as it got shot and tracked by the look of that. So there you go. I think that Stuart's proper fucked in a moment, although he is counter-battery firing into that little shed there. ICF still capping the points here. We are watching. If you look up there, top right corner, you can see that 3 Para are all over the church there, and ICF have got about 10 coming in from that right side there at the top of screen. Looking up here to see what's going on. Glucidium, of course, being the commander for ICF, and Airborne Kiwi for 3 Para, just in case they weren't. Now, watching here closely. 3 Para hold the point. Here's the bombing run now from ICF. It's probably going to go where Destruct is. Yep, absolutely. So they'll be looking to clear out all the stuff that they know 3 Para had put in there, yeah, up that line. So here it comes now. It's picked up a couple of people, probably a couple of OPs there. Everyone else is tucked away safely in the chapel. 3 Para still capping quite nicely, but there's a good surge coming in. Gypsy now around the back here, probably trying to find that garrison that's feeding this, because there's no rest up for anybody here. 15 minutes almost into this match. Nobody has capped the first point yet. Nobody. Bombing runs don't get OPs. I wasn't 100% sure of that anymore. Does artillery get them? I don't think artillery hits them either, does it? I can't remember because it changed a while back and I just haven't plugged that into my memory. No, so there you go. And I believe precision strikes, you can take a garrison out, but you have to literally hit the exact point, center point of the garrison to take it out. That's what's been explained to me, at least anyway. 3 para now pushing some bodies up towards rear battery. Maybe clearing out Gary's, although they are a fair way away from Verville. So I reckon that's a push force going up to try and harass up at rear battery. I think it might be a little bit premature, though, because they have not got that north area of Verville at the moment. Those guys need to come in, sweep down to north of Verville and clear out the infantry that's there where they're coming in from. Puma's now pushed into the point. We'll get a nice tight look at this. Slimy there wears it to the face as he tries to do something. There's his OP gone as well. So that Puma now is going to go around and shred all of the OPs. This could be problems for 3 para as they get flanked now. Looking at that top right, you can see all of the blue dots there from ICF. Top right window will always be blue ICF. So this is a really good clearing move from this Puma. That is great play. And he's actually swept along, shot all the OPs. I'm pretty sure I check here. They're all gone. Every single OP taken down by that Puma. So top work there. We'll do the 2 map thing and have a bit of a look, take the header off and see where we're at then. We've got 3 paras. Gary's are fairly deep, of course, because they can't be up into the point. Neither of them can. So, but it's a good spread of Gary's from both teams. That's not too bad. What have we got there? We've got 3 paras sort of circled, a big circle around the point. A couple of folks up north there trying to get something ready for the next attack. You can see the supplies in position. So I just think ICF are getting the cap weight here, and they look like they are. They've cleared out these buildings on the right here with all those OPs gone and all this infantry coming through now. 3 para got stuff southwest though. Geez, everyone's just trading position on the map, aren't they? So there's a good force for where Mirage is over here on the right, trying to sweep out the ICF guys that have taken over that area. 3 para coming in from the southwest here, but ICF have got definite cap weight and they're dominating the church. 3 para know where the garrison is there in those buildings. Of course, it would have to be. There's a tank running in there, I can see. Probably that's our first Panther. Yeah. There you go. First Panther on the field now, folks. We even see a Tiger tonight, by the way. I know, shocked. I hope you were sitting down for that. Not necessarily always a thing anymore. And if I recall correctly, the seasonal this year has Panthers banned. Yes, you heard it, ladies and gents. Panthers will be banned. And you only get 1 artillery gun, but you can't be killed off the artillery gun. They have to leave you alone. So, amazing things going on here. ICF really are dominating here. They're in this center area now. Finally, after 17 minutes, I think we're going to see a cap happen. Here's some subs coming down now. 3 para just sort of got problems here with that tank pushing into the south side of the chapel there. You can see it on the southwest corner of the chapel. That's shelling where Pops and real NZ are, and they can't push in that way anymore. 3 para do have the back line here, and they are playing tag around the back here with whoever from ICF as they go to capture the garrison. But I think first blood finally, 17 minutes into the battle, folks. ICF have taken the center point, and there we go. So it's 3-2 to ICF at the moment, and 3 para now have a little bit of work to do. Fuck, you can tell it's going to be a long match though, can't you? If it's a 17-minute fight over the first cap point. So these guys up here from 3 para need to sweep back down, as we were talking about. We've got a few already pushing through the north here. So ICF have a bit of work here to do now to try and hold this point, because 3 are not going to stop attacking anytime soon. And as I said before, because the 2 points are so far away from it and they're across a lot of open fields. Here's a Puma around the back, by the way, getting chased by a 76. It's just been hit once. Here's the coup de grace. No, that's right. The 76, I don't know what happened there. He either missed or he did fucking nothing to that Puma on his second hit. But what the hell? We'll put him to bed with the third. There we go. And Lader's jumped out. I don't know what Lader's thinking he's going to achieve there. All right, having a quick drink. All right, so that Puma is dead now. Ace is there, is trying to support that tank, that 76. Here's an airhead coming in now. Or is it a supply drop? Actually, I think that's just a supply drop. We do see a few airheads. I've just got to remember when they are. So So this is everybody in the chapel by now would be almost out of ammo if they stayed alive long enough, because they were there for quite a while. But you can see here, these buildings here where ICF have been trying to dominate, 3 Para still playing tag with them in here. And then you've got a lot of open fields before the next point, which is win something or other, win 75, I think. And so there's that tank. There's a Panther on the corner there, just playing snipey snipe. Camo's trying to push on that. Good luck getting across the field there. But ICF are going to struggle to get out of these buildings here and across to where Airborne Kiwi's literally been camped the whole match. So on that defensive play that he's doing. And I expect we'll see that struggle for ICF trying to get across there. They're going to have to do what they did here and dominate all of these building areas and get some Garys and OPs set up and sort of cut the supply lines for the 3 Para guys. Tank up north there from 3 Para, still up there. You can see it at the 1 o'clock position out in the field, just doing a little zoomies in. I was a bit of a play with this tonight because I haven't used the E in the Q key too much when I'm doing streaming. Does a little zoom in, zoom out so I don't lose position. 3 Para here, look, pushing, trying to kill in this area. And so begins the next hour and 10 minutes, folks, of, we've had a cap now. Now what? So where do ICF go with this? 3 Para are still sweeping around nicely. Some booms going on down the bottom here. I don't even know what these are. Jimmy, yeah, so there'll be a couple of Foy boys supporting this 3 Para team. I believe you can have 25% ring-ins or mercs or something like that. So there's a match on tonight after this one, so probably now while I'm streaming, where TFK are playing Ballistics. And I wasn't going to be able to stream that, of course, but some of the 3 Para guys are likely over in that TFK team now as mercs. So there's merc opportunities for those of you out there who are freelance, or to be able to just, provide comp play teams. Pariah just said 9 Foy boys in here, so that's that's right. Cortex in a tank tonight too. Just throwing that out there. Pariah, what's going on there? What? Since when do we let Cortex go anywhere near tanks, mate? I've seen him with vehicles. It's never ended well. We started there. We started with Cortex in vehicles as commander in the first BPL games a year ago, and that was not pretty. Lovely little tag moment there as the guys were running around trying to find each other. As long as he doesn't drive them, absolutely. Pariah, that is exactly, I believe that's a Foy boy rule. No steering wheel working for Cortex. But he is in a tank tonight and he has a bit of fun with that. All right, so Vervel's getting locked down pretty well here from ICF. 3 Para have kind of got to try and find an angle to get in here. They've worked down to the radar tower down to the south there pretty well. Just moving the camera around to keep an eye on Win 75 there, the top right camera. Because you can see, so just remember, folks, in the top right camera, it's the opposite. The top right camera, the blue dots are the ICF team and the orange dots are the 3 Para team. The main screen, the blue dots are the 3 Para guys. Because that way I have a camera on both sides and the maps and all that sort of cool stuff. And that's another reason why 40 versus 40 is pretty good, is because you can actually have a couple of cameras running and a couple of extra players looking at stuff and things like that. Garrison around the back here, that's the same one that was there before, I think. I don't know, but it's been found. Renault and Ray are trying to wipe that out. Yeah, it's a fair way away from the point, though, at the moment. So I guess they're just trying to cut supply lines again. Could get some LUT filter going on. See, Das, you could. However, you're talking to Noppers here, mate. Who I'm sure I know what LUT filtering is, but it would be something I'd have to Google. So I think that might be something worth thinking about into the future, actually, now that I've got this top right camera thing going on. I do like it. I think it's just cool. I think we've got an airhead. Is it finally an airhead? Is this the first of... Yes, it is. It's the first of Airborne Kiwi's airheads coming in, ladies and gentlemen. And he's throwing it down just behind Vivil Samer. Here it is. Handpick, I think we follow you, don't we? What a gem. Yes. So this is the first airhead coming in now. We're just going to keep an eye on that in the top right corner. Oh, will he bomb the airhead? I'm pretty sure by now that everyone's worked out you need to also put artillery near it and try and stop any infantry from coming in, because the infantry have all gotten smarter in their older years and they stop running into the airheads as the artillery's land, as the bombing run's landing. Here's the bombing run he prepared earlier. Here's the there's a Panther there waiting for this. Does it? No. Oh, nice kills there. Here's the bombing run. It's going to pick up one of these guys, I think. We've got a couple around the back. This is where you need artillery. There's a tank that just went through there. I think this is the airhead where, yeah, look, there's a tank. There's 3 fucking tanks here, folks. 3 Panthers. 3 Panthers. Oh, stopped. So Kiwi threw everything at that, but 3 Panthers is trumps, unfortunately. And that was the end of the airhead. 3 Panthers. Like, talk about wanting to keep a point. They've got 3 fucking Panthers within 100 meters of this damn place. Look, there's one there in the graveyard area, and there's 2 that just chased. 2 Panthers to take out an airhead. All right, let's have a big look here at the overall picture then. As we get into the first 30 minutes are sort of down now. Panthers also seem to be pretty good there. Yeah, and there's no, what do we got? 176 southeast and a 75 pushing up top right there, northeast. So that 76 is about to find out exactly how many enemy tanks are on the field. They've heard about Kiwi's airheads, and they threw 2 Panthers, 3 infantry, and I think there was even some artillery in there as well. Not bad. All right, there's the 76 down the bottom here. He knows he would know. Well, they've got 1 tank marked, which is way up northwest. But surely by now they would have marked the one near the chapel, because that's been shelling the shit out of everything. All right, yeah, he's shooting at stuff in there. Oh, I think he gets a sniff here and pops this 76. There, here, the ricochet. There it was. Don't know that round. That tank has just probably got a bit of a rude shock because he didn't even know that the 76 is shooting. Bam, there's the first hit on that Panther there next to the chapel. He's counter-shot the 76, but of course he knows he took the first hit. He's going to try and back away out of there. 76 has now shot the wall in front of him. Panther's doing the old Harry Holt and getting out of there. Cortex there. This is proof that Cortex was somewhere near a tank at some stage. He is now repairing that tank. And I'm interested where these other Panthers are. There's one just camping behind a hedge. And I think there was one further north where Daz is. But yeah, no, it's gone way north. Wow, that's a long way up. Panthers been pretty quick. So, this 76 is kind of static here. While it's getting repaired, the boys are out there repairing it. There's the Panther down below us. Don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's just having a brew. There's a bit of a brew up. There's not much happening at the moment from either team. They're sort of just scratching around the surface here of attack and defence. ICF not getting anywhere towards win 75 at the moment. You can see in that top right corner that all the blue force still stuck in those buildings they were in about 7 minutes ago. These Panthers are fucking weird. No one's backing off out of here. It's had enough. Even though no one of them have died yet. There's a Panther running around the middle of all the enemy infantry. And there's one... I don't even know where that one went to the church. He's going for the 76, this guy. This guy down here has been finally been given intel about that 76 down south. He's coming for a look. And that other Panther in there, the chubby, yeah. So they're just biding their time here, these guys. See, and that's the thing. I am surprised that the tanks aren't working together. But they are very patient. And I was talking about this last night in the Friday Night Fight stream, actually. The difference between the different nations. And Das Altberg and I talked about this last year, actually. A lot of the European teams build up stuff on their points and on their, like in Veerville right now, there'd be fucking tank traps and barbed wire and all sorts of shit all over the place if it was a European team. More often than not. There's a nice rocket. That's actually hit the thing. Damo didn't manage to get his man, though. But the Chinese or the Asian teams tend to be very deliberate in their play style. They take their time. They move very slowly and very deliberately. And I reckon that 76 is he's pushing now. And the moment he sticks his nose out anywhere, wherever but there's the Panther, just nailed him. There. It's in the barn area just there on the left of screen, 9 o'clock position. Second shot's going to kill it. Boom, there it goes. So that's why the Panthers were taking their time there around the middle. That's what happens. Deliberate play, well done. That doesn't mean it's the right way. It's just a way of playing. And we see that a lot with the Asiatic teams. Take another drink. All right. Oh, sorry. I should have said combined arms. There you go. Combined arms. Everyone drink. Now, 3 Para trying to push in from the north. There's a Panther gone. Nice kill there, probably from Tango. I reckon Tango put that or front case. They're always careful with the old front case name there. Thank you for changing your name back, mate. It's great. The satchel there, whoever that was a good kill on that Panther. So that's a 1 Panther down, 176 down. But there's still 2 Panthers on the field. I don't know. I think one went back for ammo. No, that was the one went around there. So I don't know where the middle one is. There, it's actually right on the put. There it is. I can just see it. It was just moving at about 1 o'clock position where Abniki is. Abniki. Whatever. Fucking that guy. The chapel guy. So there's a tank in there. It's just pushing back down to that corner because that 76 down south is gone. This Panther here has been hit by something. Aces, I think, put one in. Oh, that's right. This was a good little play here. Watch this, ladies and gents. This is a correct demonstration of how teamwork makes the dream work. Let's watch Aces and Eights try and work this Panther tank at the moment. It's trying to find him at the moment. He's going to come around the corner and pop a rocket in there. Bam, and take out the repair guy. So now they've lost either their movement or their eyes, one of the two. There's the other Panther there now. It's come all the way out. That Panther here still has no idea where the bad people are. Tango, look on the left of screen. Tango, anti-tanker, coming in. Coming in on the left of screen, anti-tanker. Aces now, can't do anything else. He's got nothing left. Can get run over if he's not careful. Oh, Tank's managed to miss. Aces is just harassing the shit out of this tank. Here's Tango. He's taken down a garrisoner at the back here. Nice moves from Tango. This is the start of something for 3 Para. We've been over 30 minutes into the battle here. Second person out of the tank dead now. There's 1 left in that Panther. Ace is there. Nothing to do except support Tango as Tango comes in. Here he is. Tango puts one in the back of it. Ace has now got to protect. The Panther's there doing whatever the Panther does. The other Panther over the back there. Aces gets the kill. Tango gets the kill. That is some great team play there. Well done for those guys. Don't ask me what's going on in chat right now. I really do not know. All right, the other Panther is pushed up, it's actually shooting about 150, 200 metres north of Win 75. So that Panther's trying to put fire support in for its infantry to push up. We are still watching the chapel there, top right corner. We're going to keep an eye on that as we sweep around and look to see what ICF are doing down the bottom here. Seth and co are trying to close this down a bit. Still no ICF around Win 75. I do know that Lamode was just brilliant on defence over there, folks. I do capture him later on, shooting people at 1,000 miles away. And he was very, very effective. And we'll take a look in a sec or sometime in the next few minutes about how he positions himself on that building to be able to shoot and see, but not get shot at from different angles. It was very good work. Here's a little play here. Everyone can hear everybody else. Takes a look. Bam. Love the person running in the white cams around the field. Cannot beat that. Bit of trade going on here at the moment down the southwest corner. As 3 Para try and close down this little push from ICF. It's not much of a push though. I'm curious to know where ICF are pushing because we're not seeing anything really happening here. Watch that for a shot. Great shot from Adelaide there. Picks up his man on the street. And that's the squad leader down. All right, so 3 Para just starting to dominate a little bit here. This will be good for them. They're getting some people up there where Waggers is as well towards the chapel. We don't see them yet in that top right camera, but that'll start to come in from the bottom left, I reckon, very soon. Very, very soon that'll be coming in. But this little play down here, ICF just trying to work something. It's very hard to attack Win 75 from this angle. It really is. You've got to sort of go around the beach side, I reckon. And they weren't getting through. There's a supply drop. Ammo drop. So, interesting positioning of that, but that's fine. Up north here, 3 Para just sort of been trying to push through and do something. But again, ICF's defence is pretty good. They've come right up here now. That's not bad from ICF. They've pushed right out. Here's a Stewart going in now. Here's a bad piece of camera work as we get ourselves squared away there. Nice work. Now that's a Stuart chasing a bit of this infantry out here, but he's a lone Stuart at the moment, just shooting at whatever he can. I think this was Cortex's tank at the moment. 3 Para did not get many 76s on the field. I don't want to ask who's driving this one, but nice stop. They didn't get a lot of 76s on the field for the first half of the match, and so we see a lot of smaller tanks from 3, and of course that's Cortex, Ham, Pig, and Tango. So they're about to get chased by the Rocketeer as they run off. So this guy got a free shot at him. Sore loser there, trying to come in and help the guys out, but I think he gets picked up from that dude way over to the right. Yeah, look, way over to the right. Great shot, and there goes the Stuart as well. So nice kill there from the ICF guys. And again, though, as I said to you before, there's that 3 Para force that's coming through. We'll take a look at that from our top perspective. First, just very quickly here, we're just watching what's going on. A couple of half track coming around. There's a 76 pushing through the middle, and lots of infantry pushing from southeast of Verville. ICF has still got that southeast force going on. I can't remember what I was looking for there, don't ask. And a little bit up north and that, but they're really static in the Fox column. They're not getting any further forward at all. They're just not getting any further forward. So 3 Para attacks tend to be fairly linear at the moment, but they are doing well. There's a couple of tanks I was looking at as well. So 3 Para's attacks, they've got 3 squad leaders up north. That's important because they can set up some stuff now for a good attack onto Verville. This will be good. See you, T-Rabbit. Nice to see you here, mate. Good evening, Candy. Lovely to see you. So we are 54 minutes into this match. Let's do a little bit of a recap as we've got people moving in and outwards. We had a 17-minute first cap period. This is an airhead coming in now. There'll be an airhead here shortly. So the 17 minutes it took for ICF to finally cap the first point against a desperate 3 Para attack defense. So these Panthers, there's been 3 Panthers on the field on and off for a fair portion of this match already. We are 35 minutes down. 3 Para have just started that little surge on the southwest corner of Verville-sur-Mer, and ICF are holding the chapel now pretty well. The 3 Para folks are coming in up the north. They've got a tank problem there in the middle of the field, but lots of people coming in from the north for 3 Para to try and affect something. They've got 3 squad leaders up there. This Panzer 4, I'm just going to follow this through. I thought this guy was going to try and push all the way forward to 75 and just start to put some pressure up there, but from memory he just comes down and parks and camps down here, which is... It's almost like for parts of this they were playing for just a 3-2 victory. They didn't really at this stage of the match show me any desire, I guess we would call it, to take win 75. And the 3 Para attack on a chapel, although it's in dribs and drabs. All right, Das, see you later, man. Even though it's in dribs and drabs, this 3 Para attack, it's not very effective on the point. So I don't kind of understand what everybody's doing here, and I'm still trying to work it out, even though I pre-recorded this video, of course. I know 3 Para are trying to set something up north. That's obvious. 3 squad leaders up there, but look, ICF are shutting that down quite nicely at the moment, aren't they? But I couldn't work out what ICF were doing. They're pushing their way through the buildings on the left of screen there. Sure. Here's some sort of truck up the north there. And I guess what they're trying to do is dominate this area here that I'm looking at now. So getting a couple of squad leaders out here. Killing down, they're a Chinese clan. There's about 3 or 4 of them playing in the NRNS too. So, but yeah, I guess they're just slowly trying to dominate out here. You can see the infantry mark has gone up. This is where Lamode shows you how good he is, though, folks. He's sniping people with just a normal old rifle from that building as they come in from up the north. Squad leader there running in to do whatever. Bam! Lamode pops him from the side of the building where he's sitting on. So we'll pop down and have a look at that now, because I was just sort of trying to work out what was happening there. Look at this for positioning. How good is that for a defensive position? He can cover that whole area and not get shot from the left. Nice work, Lamode. Great work. Okay, a little bit of a cap going on here from 3 Para. They've got those numbers coming in now, as we said, from the southwest corner, but ICF are just closing that off. Oh, nice kills there. Whoever that was, I think it might have been Waggers, shoots 3 in the back, gets rid of them. That's a squad spawn in. They're going to lose that OP now, and the cap's going to start again from ICF. Panthers pushed pretty deep here. I think it just took a 76 out down south. So that luckless set of tanks is struggling. And Harvey Russ, good evening to you. Welcome to the chat. This is a no retreat, no surrender competitive match that I've pre-recorded the actual game itself about... well, however long this has been going for, plus 5 minutes. And now I'm just live casting the recording for you. So no spoilers from anyone here tonight. But 3 Para now putting a nice little push in on Veville Samur. They've got some bodies into the cap circle, and that's going to help them. But they don't have any tanks on the field. There's one up there that I remember looking at for this very thing. So even though they're doing a cap at the moment, they just don't have any other weight. Oh, sorry, I tell a lie. There was 175 up north. So ICF, they're feeding this chapel from a garrison here, bottom left of screen, about the 7 o'clock position. And they've been doing that for quite a while. And they'll have another one up to the north there, where just sort of left of where Renault is, and maybe one on the point itself as well. I'm not sure. They got a Panther there, of course, because fucking why not? They've got them. They seem to have spares everywhere. So there's a Panther here now driving down the street that in Slavia, or Real NZ, managed to satchel, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a great kill. And here's the other Panther coming back now as ICF start to realise there's probably a little bit too much pressure on Veville for them, and they're also bringing back the Panther. Well, they are no longer bringing back the Panzer IV. It has decided to remain in location. 75, great kill, and that's Cortex's tank, ladies and gents. Let's not also Handpig as well. But we like to call Cortex because he's always a squad leader. That's just a truck that died. Pop's there racing through to see what she can sweep out and try and shut stuff down. But that's a couple of great kills. The 2 tanks from ICF just went down in quick succession, which is good news for 3 Para, who don't have any tanks anywhere meaningful on here at the moment, except for that 75 running around up north. And he's got probably 1 Panther, maybe 2. It could be 5 by now. I don't really know. But there's a Panther on the point itself at the moment. 3 Para still pushing through from that top right of screen there. You can see the little orange dots. Here's the airhead. This is the airhead I was talking about just before. So here's that airhead, second airhead from Airborne Kiwi. Surely there has to be a bombing run with this one as well, but it's dropping just to the southeast there of the chapel where all those 3 Para guys are. So they'll be able to defend this quite well, this airhead, although that Panther, if it's watching it come in at all, it's going to push forward, and that's what it does. It's starting to push forward now. This could be quite tight here, ladies and gents. We're not sure which way this is going to go. There's quite a few Infanteers there at the moment, but the Panther's going to push right in and probably shoot that airhead. Killinan's got to do whatever he can there to defend that airhead. We can see an assault guy coming in as well. Probably going to lose this airhead, I reckon. But remember that 3 Para have got people all over the map here at the moment. They've got people in other locations, some up north as well. I think they're starting to die. Sore loser there would have a satchel. Airhead gone. Yeah, Panther pushed in to take that airhead out. Sore loser, he's got a satchel. No, I don't think he has. I think they've also seen him. Something just hit that Panther though. Nice shot, whatever that was. Sore loser's been taken out. Bombing run coming in now. This will be a bombing run over Waggers and Co. This will be, yeah, look at that. So the ICF guys not too slow there. They've actually managed to take out the airhead. The Panther's been pushed back pretty hard. The bombing runs ripped up most of the infantry. They were still capping there until that very moment there, 3 Para. So nice play. But what it's done is it's sucked the life out of any attack that ICF might have had. They'll have a couple of dregs running around in the buildings there, but it means it slows down the attack and gives 3 Para an opportunity to breathe on the next point and just maybe start to work some of their magic around a little bit here. So up the north there, we've still got a couple of blue 4 coming in from 3 Para. The artillery's all over the point. There's still people everywhere in there. It's held by ICF, but probably about a 60-40 hold at the moment on the point. So 3 Para got to be careful. That's 75 now. Pushing around the back here. Seeing the supplies. Bam, down they go. There's an APC there on the road, a half track. The 75 is going in completely the opposite direction to that, which is somewhat disappointing. That half track there is, and the 75 didn't get the garrison either, by the way, or the OP, whatever it was there. Now it takes one up the bum because that's what happens if you miss the garrison. And SGN, whoever his name is going to put another one into that tank. That tank's now angrily shooting the ground, and I think he just shot the wall. I am certain now. I remember filming that shit. He literally shot the wall with his own rocket and killed his mate as well. Oh, God. So the 75 pops a break as it pops smoke and gets the hell out of there. Cortex has jumped out to repair, but they haven't stopped yet. He's got a satchel chasing it. There's a panther coming up the road as well. I love it when people kill themselves with rockets. It's so funny. All right. Another bombing run went in. That was Airborne Kiwis bombing run. 3 Para starting to cap the point. We are watching it nice and tight here. There's lots going on. That's the clutch garrison right there, folks. That's the garrison that 3 Para need to get rid of. And it was the bombing run that was trying to get it, and it missed. So must have only just missed that. So 3 Para are going to struggle to push in here. Although if they are close enough to that airhead garrison, they won't be able to kill it. Here's the 75. It's coming around now. 2 Panthers just killed him. Actually, sorry, I tell a lie. So 2 Panthers chased down that 75, and now it's just a fond memory in the middle of the wheat field there. Again, these Panthers are just dominating this match. Although we've seen some great infantry kills against those Panthers, and 3 Para are really pushing in quite nicely here. Actually, this could be a cap from them. ICF are going to come in behind them though, and those 2 Panthers are going to come back. I don't know. I think those Panthers are going to make the difference. So whilst we've seen some really good satchel work from 3 Para, the Panthers are still definitely dominating this match, as they tend to do a lot. This is a good push, though. Quite a good push. ICF need to cut this off in those buildings there where they're running towards in the southeast corner. Southwest corner, I think it is. Anyway, just bottom of the screen. The Holt Hammerzeit is about to get shot in the back. And they'll probably start losing their OPs. Jesus, this is close. This is going to be close. Can 3 Para do it? We'll get in nice and tight. I remember, we will just cut the commercial. Front case is pushing in. He's picked up a couple there. Goose. Oh, how did he not get hit by that? This is going to be a 3 Para cap here, folks. ICF need to do a spawn wave. If they throw a spawn wave off that garrison right now, it will go back the other way. 3 Para got it. Could it be a transition? 43 minutes to go, so we're over halfway through. 3 Para. This is the churn. Here's the churn. Have they got it? Here it is. Bam! There it is, ladies and gents. That garrison is now gone, and 3 Para have picked up the cap, and they're starting to cap on the next one as well. So they've positioned themselves to start the next cap. That was a great push through that set of buildings there. The airhead and bombing run was a good set of effort there. 76 pushing on the point as well, and they are starting to cap. So we've got the camera up in the top right corner. I've moved up to the next point. There's not a lot of 3 Para up there. 1s and 2s he's running across the field at the moment, but we need to keep an eye on both of these areas because the chapel's not over yet, folks, because there's plenty of ICF in here, although that tank from 3 Para is going to make a difference. Remember, there are still 2 Panthers over the back there, but boy, oh boy, look at this 1-2 happening. ICF are going to have to start ripping their bodies out of here, and they have. There's a spawn wave's going in. There it is, top right corner. You can see them running in from the back of a building there, and I do remember that garrison being quite an important garrison later on as well. And now the counter cap. So as ICF start to push back in the top right corner. No, they're still losing it. 3 Para are still capping that, but they're actually losing the chapel. Oh, this is getting a little bit interesting now, ladies and gents. We had a dormant period of about 20 minutes there where nobody was really getting anywhere. And now all of a sudden it's starting to open up. The match is cracking wide open. I've got to get up here and have a look at what actually it looks like in the big screen. So there's that surge coming in from the right of screen and a tank as well now. This could be probably, they're just starting to thin out. 3 Para are trying to throw some numbers at this. It's still contested. They do need to take that garrison out to the far right and look at that where the commander's coming in from ICF. So they are still losing it. This is great work from 3 Para, really putting the pressure on ICF. And remember, it takes up to a minute on average, for a team to respond to a pressure like this onto the garrison. Quick look at what's going on there. Look at this. That garrison over the back there from 3 Para, nicely placed. That was their recon guy. I can't remember who it was. But it takes Gypsy. There you go. So it takes about a minute for a team to respawn enough people to defend here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 squad, 4 squad leaders have come in off of that garrison. But that means their ICF attack on the chapel is done. It's been shut down completely. And now 3 Para are just going to probably just get ground out of here slowly because there's this fucking tank coming down the street in there. But that's what you do, folks. You when you put pressure on the point like that, it takes a team about a minute, just based on all the response times, deploy, redeploy, and then clicking on the garrison and the average time it comes in. I talk about this all the time. It absolutely stopped whatever was going on mid-cap, and ICF have to come back and respond, and they're still under pressure here. There'd be like 3-2 chevrons or 3-1 or whatever it is that it comes up as, and they'll be looking at that and going, hey, we've still got bodies all over the point here. And as you can see there, front case, Waggers and Gypsy Shark, Gypsy's defending the garrison they've got up here, whilst those squad leaders from ICF have put down those OPs now and have got their team starting to spawn in. Their attack is completely stalled on the chapel there. There's one person lurking around in the back lines on the top right of the screen there. So great play there from 3 Para. They really ground hard at pushing that chapel area there and caught ICF off guard with a nice surge through. There's an angry Luke's up there that's now starting to shred that infantry. So ICF have thrown everything back here in defence as they needed to, I guess. And it's just sucked the life out of any attacks they had. The Satchel, though, nice work with the Satchel there from Cheese on that Luke's. So we'll see what happens there, whether he gets that or not. Tango around the back here. They need to defend this garrison. Cheese is... well, someone shot him. I don't actually know who got him. Gypsy's there, just sort of watching what happens there. Probably defending that Satchel, although he's getting chased now by the Lukes, who's looking for whatever. So there's the Lukes coming in and taking out that guy and also just exploding. Nice work. ICF now just closing down gradually. Pop's the only one left here. Didn't even see the 3 with a lot of Ks there and just got picked up by that person. And so that's the end of most of the 3 Para attack there, with the exception of probably that garrison up the top corner. But lovely play that, wasn't it? It was absolutely brilliant play. This is the garrison. In here somewhere is a garrison. It's just near that building where the 2 guys are camped in, and they're defending that pretty vigorously, of course. Jeff! There's fucking Jeff! What's Jeff doing here? All right, Jeff's defending a garrison, ladies and gents. That's the English squad, that one, because they've all got names I can pronounce. Almost. Tychus? Sure. That was close enough. All right, pop the header off there and we'll have a look at what's going on. So after that, brilliant play from 3 Para. There's their tank pushing off the south, 76. We've got 1, 2 tanks from 3 tanks there from the ICF team, and their attack's completely stalled on Verval. Look at that. They've almost lost all momentum there. 3 Para, though, have got 4 squad leaders within 100, 200 metres of a rear battery, and they're pushing in nicely. Plus, they've got people pissing them off at crossroads. So the initiative, after ICF held it for a little while, has turned over into 3 Para's area. And I think part of the reason for that is that ICF were very slow in getting off of Verville once they capped it. They didn't capitalize on that capture and push out far enough. They were stuck in the Echo and Fox columns for ages by probably good defense from 3 Para, let's be fair, but also it just didn't seem they were pushing that hard. And so subsequently that gave 3 Para all the time that they needed to actually get the initiative back and do a little bit of that agile stuff, bit of combined arms, all that sort of cool shit that we talk about, and they managed to get in there. Now, 76 is... Well, I don't know what happened to those 2 guys, but someone grenaded somebody. There is a garrison right there, ladies and gents, and the 76 has got a 3-man crew. Has he? No, I don't think he has. He's just driven straight past the fucking garrison. Opportunity lost. There's no satchel on it. It's only a 2-man crew, so they did not see that at all. Disappointing when that happens, isn't it? But they're pushing in towards the chapel, I guess, to try and defend. We got that guy twice. So that's a disappointing missed opportunity there which is why I guess when you don't have enough crew, that's the price you pay, isn't it? A third person in that tank would have seen that garrison and gone, "Oh, stop, motherfuckers, we can kill that." Now there's about 8 extra infantry pushing in from ICF that weren't there before. The tank's doing a bit of a 180 though. He's coming back to have another go at stuff. We do know there's a Panther off to the left, folks. I did see that before. 9 o'clock position. There's definitely a Panther. That I remember seeing coming across the field before. That's quite critical because in a moment when I was there, see, he spotted it. 76 stops and he shoots. Bam! Hits the Panther. Complaints, yeah, I have no doubt that you guys were a 3-man tank and you'd lost somebody for some reason, but you did get that Panther there, and that was such a great kill, mate, and I caught that one. Really good work there. Just unlucky to not see that garrison as you ran through, but your positioning is pretty good now because this is, it stops the ICF attacks on the chapel, and then up top right there, the camera now is on the next point. It's still on rear battery. Up the top right there. So we're just watching sort of what's happening there. You can see all the blue dots in the top right corner are all the ICF players. Of course, they've shut that area quite well. There's still some 3 power out there having a look. So they're having a sniff. This is interesting play here. The commander of ICF has thrown down what 3 power did, and they're trying to emulate that now by pushing in from this corner here. So this is good work from ICF. 3 power going to have to be very careful there. This is a double push here. Top left of screen there at the 10 o'clock position. ICF are starting to come through there. Destructors and the tank are the only things that are stopping them, except for the people in the chapel, of course. And then bottom right here at about the 4 o'clock position, the 3 power guys are just getting cut down nicely there by ICF. This is a real problem for 3 power. They're losing their back lines here, and that means there'll be a really good opportunity for ICF to push through. Hit the Streets is in there now off an OP. He's picked up one. Nice kill there. I can see that. Here's 3 power respawning in, trying to do something. And yeah, that push down the bottom right here is going to be spotted at least from 3 power. We'll see how they go. 34 to go, folks. It's definitely still on, isn't it? I would say it's anybody's game. Gonna have a little drink. Very dry tonight. Very dry. Not enough combined arms going on. That's what's going on. Oh, Handpig was one tank and Complaints was the other. Which was the better tank, boys? I'll just throw that little fucking chestnut in the room to see what happens. Here's 3 power now pushing nicely out, actually, to try and counter this ICF push. Destructors there will be trying to lay down a satchel, I reckon, and pick up stuff in the back of the buildings. Fuzzy pushing in from the north. Don't know which way this is actually going to go, but that garrison there was there for ages. It's still there. Yeah, still at the back of the building there. I'm just coming around from this other side to have a look at this little play here. Bombing run coming in, folks. Who's dropping down on this one? Is it the next point? Yes, it is. This would be a... This is the 3 para bombing run on rear battery to give an opportunity. I don't actually know who put down that bombing run. Adelaide here with nice position around the back with his squad. Tango there's tapped someone on the street. Centurion, very good player, pushing through now. ICF are on it though. They definitely work stuff out pretty quick. Their intel was pretty good. I was watching the other screen a bit because I'm actually in a squad in ICF's team, so I didn't have all the markers. But I did see some stuff thrown down on that screen sometimes that I kind of went, oh, okay, cool. They're actually working stuff out from Intel. And Intel was definitely the way this game went well for different teams. So here's a Panther 4 pushing through. Enslavia desperately wants to throw a satchel on that, but that tank will have none of it. And I do say that this particular tank crew, here's another bombing run coming in. That'll be over... probably the chapel, won't it? I can't remember. Yes, it is. There it is, down the chapel. That would be a bombing run coming down to take the 3 para guys out and give ICF an opportunity to attack. It didn't do a lot of damage there, though, because most of them were pretty safe. That Panzer 4 crew, though, just specifically that group, they're very good at the hook turn in the tanks. And if someone would like to actually write in chat, one of our professional tankers, how you do those hook turns. It'd be greatly appreciated for the rest of the community. That is where they're driving along, then all of a sudden they just seem to spin 180 to shoot whatever's chasing them. Usually involves some piece of terrain to do something like that from memory. Here's some kills coming in from Tissue, I think. He's shooting down south, trying to work stuff out. 3 Para have managed to not lose anybody. It's a secret. Thanks, Ampig. You're a fucking gem, mate. All right, 3 Para are starting to cap the next point. Again, they're just starting to get some people in up the north there. And complaints. Yeah, it is interesting, actually. You guys really, for the first hour of the match, had a lot of trouble getting your tanks onto the field. Just everywhere you seemed to go, there was like fucking panthers and shit everywhere. And I did notice that it was not a great day to be a tanker on the Allied side, because they were all over you for so long. You do start to hold your own later, of course, but they definitely had the upper hand in the first part of the match, which is, of course, part of the reason why this is a great little Panther crew. I mean, just good work. Just good work. Takes everyone down. Your Kakazi is nothing to do. But Endeavour, my champion, thank you very much for the sub, mate. I do very much appreciate it. We're almost... I've just got to work out a giveaway night. That's where we're up to. I've got some revenue coming in very shortly, so that'll be thrown down for that. Now, back over to this, yeah. But, you know, when you're trying to get your tanks on the field, so there's 176 up northeast there. There's, I think it's the 76 with November squad lead there. But look at the 2 Panthers. They're everywhere. They're like mozzies, just running around pecking you. It's just frustrating if you're a tanker. And then we talk about the Panzer Shreks, of course. They seem to have a lot of those. Not so many satchels on the ICF team, I must say. Definitely not as many satchels. Back over to the main screens now. All right, so we're down to the last 30 minutes, folks, and it is 3 Para are now dominating this passage of play. ICF are on the defence. We've got some 3 Para just starting to sniff around the battery as well. Someone died pretty hard there. There he goes. See you, Jeff. Jeff has now left the building. But yeah, ICF have just got a little bit of pressure here again. 3 Para just starting to turn the circle here again. And there was a blink there, and it's starting to go in their favour. This garrison, though, this is the clutch garrison for this next point. ICF do have the numbers up here at the moment. Panzer 4, no, is it? Is that a Panzer 4? I think it is a Panzer 4 pushing through there. Rockets chasing it. Lovely shot from Tango. 150 that would be. Well done, mate. Wakes the Panzer 4 up, let it know that it shouldn't be out there by itself. Aces, don't know what he's got, probably a satchel. He's going to find Tissue. He's found Tissue. He's ripped Tissue apart. Jeff's back on the map, having fallen all the way through it. He's come back from the other side. Wonder if he's got a story to tell. Someone just shot Aces. The tank's now shooting the ground as well. And the attack is stalled up there for 3 Para. But ICF, no attack really of note. Yes, they do, actually. There it is. Still pushing in from the west side onto Chapel. We are watching, of course, Chapel, Ville, that is, on the top right. Here come the Panthers. This is what's going to happen. So they're pushing into Panther to try and support the attack on Chapel now. A little bit of trouble for 3 Para. 28 minutes to go. That garrison around the back here is still there, and a Panther supporting this push could be quite good for ICF. 3 Para need to be careful here. The tanks have been struggling a little bit. They've got an anti-tank gun on the street as well. That's nice. 76 is off to the right somewhere, folks, from memory. Down south a little bit. Bam, someone just died. Here's the Panther poking. Have a look. Where's that 76? Don't know. Strafe goes in. 3 Para holding the point very nicely. Attack completely stalled. Just a defensive attack at the moment, if that makes sense. Panther and a couple of bodies there, just sort of camped at the moment. Nothing moving in from ICF. Wonder where they're coming from. Not seeing any bodies around. They've got a lot of troops way up north trying to defend. A couple off to the east. So that could be something. No, that's the wrong way around. Sorry, they've got troops to the southeast. There they are. That's what I was talking about before. So they've still got those people in the middle of the buildings between the 2 points. They've got some pushing in from the west still. these guys just have gotten nowhere this whole time. So good defense here from 3 PARA perhaps. But well, obviously they're getting intel because they know they're there. But yeah, good defense here from 3 PARA. They've stopped all the ICF attacks. So ICF managed to grind out that center point there earlier on. But then here we go. Ready? Holzer. Oh, Holzer not watching the fence line. Gets cut down. And these guys will be coming for this garrison again, wherever it is. I can't remember. It's somewhere below us. I think I'd do a map check here. And straight in front of us, actually. Slight right. So, yeah, okay. So these guys are looking for the garrison, which has been moved about 50 metres to the west, actually. But no attack going on there for ICF at the moment. It's just not getting anywhere. No attack going on up here at the moment either, really. Front case has not gone anywhere. Cortex is out repairing a tank again. So clearly they took some more to the face. That tank's actually pushing on them now. Oh, disastrous for the 76. No idea, has it? And here it goes. That's the end of that 76. And that was, you know, this is what was happening. These fucking tanks were just brutal tonight. Yeah, but see, the thing is, that was only a Panzer IV, actually. My apologies, I thought it was a Panther. Just such a good tank crew, this one. Watch this play. This is the play. Cortex is there with his fucking blowtorch out. He's gone, yeah, I haven't got this. Front case is going to get one into this tank. Watch this. It's going to do a skid turn. Look at this shit. Whoosh, round it goes, and just, well, it misses front. But, yeah, it was very, Cortex just there, kind of, it's like that meme of that guy that's just like sitting on a bench and then sitting on, you know, standing in the rain and that, and just nothing said. That's Cortex. He's just sitting there with a blowtorch in his hand going, oh. He was feeding intel to the team. But that hook turn from that tank was pretty fucking good. They're all right. See, 3 PARA have shut down that attack. Here's some of the 3 PARA guys trying to sweep around the back here and get into this area here. And there was, yeah, look, it's good to see new tank squads coming in. The Panther's still there. They're trying to get around the back here. Wallaby's on a run. Wallaby's on a run here. Nice kill there, supporting kill on whoever that was. Wallaby's on a run to try and get that tank. We are going to keep an eye on that, by the way. I do actually pick up some good stuff from different players here. So we'll watch Wallaby. There's the tank. So 2 tanks again. They always seem to have 2 tanks close together. Complaints. That was the problem. So while you guys were aware of 1 tank, the other tank was always flanking yours. And that's the, and here it is, ladies and gents, proof there was a tiger on the field at some stage. Wallaby is almost on that Panther, folks. It is a 3-person Panther. No, it's a 2-person Panther, my apologies. So he didn't know that, but he put a satchel on it anyway, and that is a great satchel. And he will get the kill here. He's got to be careful. He's got three with 1,000 Ks coming at him. Wallaby's now running off. He's got his man, and there's the tank as well. And there's Blue Roast Jelly. Good evening to you, Blue. Hello. Lovely to see you. Hope all is well. Also, shouts out to Blue, who has been playing Subsistence. That was a great kill from Wallaby. Not only did he protect his satchel with a spud gun, but he's got his tank as well. Now there's 1 Tiger tank pushing down there, and there's the bombing run up there from fuck knows who put that one in, because it looks like it's hitting everybody. I think that's a Kiwi bombing run. Yes, it is. Is that an airhead, ladies and gentlemen? Who knows? Kiwi is giving it a go, though, let me tell you. Killinan's in the point. Gypsy just got picked up by old mate there with the machine gun. Hip firing, nice kill. Panzer IV there, looking for Killinan. Killinan, have you got a satchel? That's the question. I don't know, actually, Sweaty, I think, so the earlier garrison was gone, but I think they put something else in a different spot. Because the one at the back of the barn or whatever it was definitely gone when that satchel was there. But they may well have got another garrison. Here, Killinan, in a world of trouble here. Yep, that's the end of Killinan. Centurion thinking about it with a rifle, decides it's probably not ideal, and goes the other direction. No, he actually gets spread over 100 yards. So, I was just checking stuff there. No, he didn't. He lived. My apologies. Lucky. Here's ICF resurging onto this point. So, still no opportunity for them to attack. 3-2 to 3 PARA at the moment. 22 minutes to go. It's getting a little bit frosty here, folks. She's a little bit frosty. as the point is just getting locked down here by ICF, but only just. Only just. Killinan now knows there's a tank there. Comes in with the satchel. Cheese gets his kill. Nice work. 3 para. Starting to crack open this ICF defense. All the ICF are dead on the point. 3 para now starting to capture, folks. Panzer 4 pulling away from the point. Not a great move there. Well, actually, I suppose it would be because they got no defense. It's going to do a loop, though. It's going to come back around. Centurion better keep running. Tango's got no way of doing anything to it. Killinan's the only one that can, and he's miles away. Another tank chasing Killinan down the bottom there. Look out. It's a Luke's. It's seen Killinan. The Luke's is coming in as well. So ICF, again, they do have some very good tank squads. They do have some very good tank squads. So Nan's about to get wasted here by the Luke's. No, he's got away with it. And, of course, I fucking moved the camera away while that was playing. Killinan's on that tank now. Did he get the satchel off? God damn it, I wish. Oh, that's right. And I was watching this play down here as well as a Tiger pushed in as well. Keep an eye on that. Luke's up there, folks, with the Panzer 4. I think Killinan got a satchel on it. I'm almost certain he got a satchel on that tank up there. Look at that. Luke's racing around everywhere. There'll be about 10 seconds left on that satchel. Motherfucking camera, don't you dare move. I hope I remembered it. There's a whatever that's going on there. Look for the explosion. Did he get it? Tiger's pushing up. ICF now, they got some problems up there. Boom, there goes the Panzer 4, folks. Killinan with the kill. The Luke's gets him. I did keep the camera there. Well done to me. Gosh, I was going to be angry if we didn't see that kill. So well done to Nan there for getting his Panzer 4 eventually, but the Luke's got him as well. ICF have shut down that attack again, but they've lost a tank. The Tigers had to back out of there and go back on defense. They've still got something way over the other side of Verville there. We're watching the church at the moment. We've got top right corner. There's only a couple of ICF anywhere near the chapel at the moment. So it's really all up here at this stage, but it's not. That Tiger's peeling back probably for a rearm or a repair. Artillery's landing where that garrison is, by the way, folks. Watching this up here, just trying to work out what the Tiger was doing. I couldn't work it out. It must be going back for a repair. Checking around the back here, see whether the attacks were coming in at all. They weren't. There's those 2 people we were just talking about. ICF have completely lost all momentum here right now, and they're just on a purely defensive front. It just seems that they don't have, outside of tank movements, their attacks are too slow. Let's turn that header off. We're doing a bit of a map check. We'll only get 1 or 2 more map checks as we get down. I don't ever do it in the last 10 minutes anymore. There's a 75 way the fuck around the back of the crossroads. A couple of vehicles. Look at this little play here. Bottom left, so Alpha 8, we've got a recon tank and a truck pushing up from those guys. I was just looking at what that squad leader was. This down here, yeah. This is something we'll watch later. There's a Panther in the middle, a Tiger in the top. There's a dead Luke's up there. So we're into the last 20, folks. Under 20 minutes left. And it will go in anybody's direction right now. It is, I'd say, Tissue's just been picked up nicely by Hitler, so he'd be looking to try and get a satchel in, and Hitler's shut that down. So these guys over here is what I was looking at. What the hell was happening with this 75? And I think it hit a Panther. So that Panther got hit by the 75, and it's peeling away. But remember, there's a Tiger up there in the middle as well. That's complaints. That's you guys. So these guys, we're going to watch this play. There's the Tiger moving in now, just between the 2 players up there. It's just in there. I remember seeing it. Somewhere in that area. It'll come south. I reckon ICF are just consolidating and getting themselves ready for another push. There's the tank. Right, 75's. Oh, it's definitely getting late here, folks. Excuse me. 75 starting to push away. Panthers camped up there getting repaired up to the north. Tigers pushing down past Renault. Renault will have to be careful here. Watching the top right corner there, just keep an eye on that. That's the chapel area. You can see 3 para holding that nicely, and there's just a couple of movers around the side there from ICF, but no pressure at the moment for 3 para. Renault now's marked that tank. The 75 just got picked up by the Panther. Very watchful Panther. It was a great kill from him. Excuse me. Now this south play. No, actually, we're going to check up north here. ICF going way wide, excuse me, to try and get... Oh, God, I get hiccups. Trying to get something around here. There's a supply truck going in. I think it gets rocketed or tanked. Oh, goddamn hiccups, of course. Let's shut those bastards down, shall we? All right, Killinan. Nice little solo effort before. There's the supply truck down. I feel like that was a satchel. Because there was nothing in line of sight of that. Is there? No. Yeah, it must have been a satchel. I couldn't work it out when I recorded it either. That's why I'm sort of looking around at the map and stuff on the other screen there, trying to work out what the fuck they killed that truck. So nice little kill there from the ICF guys as they pushed through here quite nicely, actually. But they are a long way out. You can see a garrison mark there off in the top left corner. So 3 para are all over the attacks coming in from the ICF team. But this on north side here, Killinan doing a bit of a solo here, trying to shut this down. We'll see how he goes. Oh no, Adelaide's with him now. Nice work. Dryad pushing around the flank there. Those ICF guys have got through into that set of buildings there. But it is hard to push in from out this way as well because it is a little bit open. And you can see 3 para have got numbers out here which should be sufficient. This is Verville's township area. I love this part of the map. It's just such a cool area. I love coming in from that spot where Centurion and Holzhammersite. Yeah? All right. Das Oldberg's not in the channel anymore, I don't think, so he can't criticise me for my really shoddy German. Anyway, what have we got going on here at the moment? We've got old mate just cut down Centurion and Holzhammersite. Fuzzy's now sweeping around. He might get his man. Not really anything happening here. 15 to go. ICF have got some work to do if they're going to cap this next point. That top right screen is looking at that southern push that I was talking about. You can see the Puma there, bottom left of that top right screen, just doing some long range shooting. And there's a supply truck that went through there before and a transport truck as well. So ICF are going to try for a south-southeast push onto the chapel in the last 15 minutes. I don't know about airheads from them. I can't remember if I ever saw one from them. But they've got a tank pushing in as well here now. That's the Tiger. Made its way across with the Panther as well. Okay, now we're going to get interesting, folks, because I remember filming this and it was fun. This next passage of play, the last 15 minutes, hold on here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to get real interesting because there's a pair of tanks now pushing on to Verville as well. And they've got that south push. They've got the south push coming up. Is this my Nopper's Ballistic Wraith? Hello, Ballistic Wraith. How are you, my friend? Are you the Ballistic from Panzax? I think you might be the Ballistic from Panzax. We'll see whether he writes in chat as we watch these tanks come in. And so the Tiger, which we wouldn't normally see on the field, is pushing its way in. And the Panther's there as well. I think there's a 76 off to the right. Nope, not the Panzac Ballistic. Okay, that's cool. I know a Ballistic from Panzax, which is a clan. Okay. So the Panther's pushed to the right. The Tiger's still coming down the road. And Wallaby, now look, he's on the hop again, as was said before. Wallaby's coming up for that Panther. Through the trees. This is a really nice angle to come in from. Because all those trees make it really hard to actually spot him. It is, yes, I thought it was Ballistic. So, ladies and gents, I've known Ballistic for about 1,000 bazillion years. And yes, it is that particular Noppers. G'day, mate. Lovely to see you. This is a competitive match here that I recorded earlier tonight. And I'm just live casting it now. And this is in the NRNS competition. We've got 3 para playing ICF. And Wallaby, look at this play coming in from him right now. He's going to pop a satchel on this. That Tiger's not going to be able to help him out. This is 2 for 2 from Wallaby. What a great play tonight from Wallaby. Look at him go. This tanker, no, there's a 3-person tank. There it is, the hop out. Wallaby's down. Oh, they're going to get this satchel. No. Who's that just shot him? Slimy has picked off that guy on that tank. The Tiger's coming out to support it. Satchel's still on the tank. Somebody's got to help that tank out because it's about to get fucked over big time. Rocket coming in. There's a person jumping out. Here's Yuka's Kazi coming in. They've jumped out for it. They've got no time left. It's going to go, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. And there's Wallaby with the kill. Great stuff there. 1 Tiger left on position. Wallaby MVP right there, ladies and gents. What a great play from him. Now the fucking ICF guys are going, what just happened? Because everybody died right in front of us. The Tiger will not be moving anywhere at all. Great team play there from the 3 para guys there. to take out that Panther tank, which has been the bane of the friggin' game, hasn't it? That was such a clutch play right there from Wallaby folks, getting in there, and the actual support there from his squad mates as well to kill the guys against 2 tanks, mind you. So bloody good stuff there. And that Tiger crew may well have. That Tiger crew may well have jumped out there. There's one of them still there. He's been shot now from Slimy. What a great sequence of play this has been from 3 Para here. And they've not looked like losing that chapel for ages. After such a grind at the start, 17 minutes to see ICF cap it first off, and then another 20 or 30 before 3 Para managed to take it off of ICF. And now ICF are holding on at rear battery a long time here. Let's just get across here. Have a look at that double map move here. And how much time we got left on this match? So this will be the last map look, folks. So get your fill, because we won't see any more. And finally, we see 2 tanks. 2 versus 2 here, though. Look at that. Pair of tanks still. So the fuck me, they were getting some tanks. They had a lot of resources. Back over to that screen. That's it. So, folks, this is the last 11 minutes, and we will get a little bit exciting here. There's a tank out in the middle of the field here. Rocket goes past it. That Tiger is a little bit lonely there. Camo's had a go at it. He's hit it with one. Precision strike, baby. Thanks for coming. That's why I jumped out of the map. So I remember now. I saw that. We'll go back into the maps now. Great shot from Kiwi. He picks up his tank. Well done. And so that Tiger, which has been there for quite a while, finally got picked off by a great precision strike. So now we're down 2 tanks from that team, ICF, and 1 from the 3 Para guys. But they've still got so many tanks, ICF. Look, they've still got a Panzer IV and a 70 and a fucking Panzer IV and a Panther there. Gosh. So hard for the 3 Para guys to come against such a tank-heavy team. And ICF are just still trying. This is another Tiger. Hang on a minute. That was another Tiger. So this Tiger's still got people in it. What's this here? This is a 76. They've both had a shot at each other, and they're backing off and licking their wounds now. So that 76 there will have probably, I think it's Cortex. Yep, good old Cortex jumps out for the repairs. ICF do not have an attack going on at the moment. There's good artillery pre-positioning there from 3 Para. You can see the blue marker middle of screen, and they'll start, Pops and crew will start actually pushing out from the chapel. That's great work from them. This has been a very, very solid defense from 3 Para. 9 minutes to go. Last 10 minutes, folks. What's going to happen with these 2 tanks? I really wanted to see this. So we know in the top right corner, we've still got the top-down view of the chapel. Nothing much happening up at that other point here. At this stage of the game, it is very much about defending this point for the majority of both teams, or attacking it. Here's a 76, I think, coming around the back. Here we go. Shit's going to get real here now. No, so that's Centurion's not Centurion's tank. Fucking whose tank is that? Complaints tank, I think. That one. We've got the Tiger pushing forward. It's just taken another one to the face, but I think it got rounds off on Cortex's tank. Because you're here. It's your tank. Jumps out for repairs again. There we go. Everyone out for another go at the repairs. Another shot at each other. No one got anything there. There's 2 tanks there. That's right. There's a smaller tank from the ICF team. That's a Panzer IV, I reckon, just tucked away to the left of the the Tiger, rather. Now the 76 is going way wide. He's got to get all the way around. Precision strike coming in on Handpig's tank. 3, 2, 1. Boom, there she goes, baby. So counter precision strike there. Nice work from the ICF commander. So precision strikes on static tanks have gone very well this particular round. 76 is trying to get around here quickly. Is he going to get his man? That tank's fucking off down the road. It's pretty quick too. The Tiger's tucked in there behind the buildings. I can't remember. I think this is a 3-person tank. Here he comes for the look. This is it. He's stopped. He's shot. He shot the fence. Oh no. Got to move forward there, boys. What's going to happen here? Oh, that's right. I believe he drives up onto the corner. Is that what happens? Yes, it is. Straight into the wall. No good at all. That Panzer IV has done the runner It's miles over the back. It's actually pushed way out the back there. You can see it. Now the 76 is coming. Here's a bombing run. That'll be coming in to take out 3 para stuff. ICF will be starting. Oh, that's a face plant there. And there's an airhead coming in as well. There's too much going on now, folks. We're down to 7 minutes. Stuff's getting real. Here's the Panther. The 76 trying to kill that Tiger. The Tiger's got everybody out of it now. Wallaby's coming in for another one. Can he do a hat trick, folks? Is he going to get in on this Tiger tank? That's what you want to see. Wallaby getting a hat trick. The 76 is... Oh, Aussie's down. The 76 is down to a 2-person crew. They're not going to know exactly where that Tiger is. Complaints and Whopper are just pushing in. 6 minutes 56 and 3 para capping the next point. There's an explosion. That's a... Oh, Wallaby got nailed by the artillery. The 76 is pushing out. I reckon Wallaby would have got a satchel on that. Yukikazi's pushing in on that tank. No 3 para capping the next point. I did know that at the time too. We just needed to see the kill. There it is. The Tiger's down. Great work from the 76. Unlucky that Wallaby didn't get his 3 there. 3 para pushing into the point, but ICF and now countered that with a bunch of people on it again. Spawns up the north there, northwest, I guess this is. 6:16 to go. Is it going to be a 4-1 or is it going to go randomly in the last couple of minutes to ICF with a big push on the chapel? They just bombed it, but I haven't seen any momentum there yet. We're just watching that. We're looking to see where this push is. There's that tank in the top right corner pulling out of there. The engineer on the back just got knocked off. There's a tank coming back in. It's going to kill the 76. Oh, this Panzer 4's been smashed. 2 kills for the 76. Well done, boys. Well done. Whew. All right. 3 para are really pushing nicely onto the barn here. Under the good old barn. Bunnings is getting a workout. That garrison is gone, ladies and gents, and that's what's making a difference. 3 para have still got a problem around the back here where ICF are pushing in. 5:16 to go. See that body of troops there at the 1 o'clock position pushing towards Verville? That's a threat for 3 para. They've only got 1 or 2 up there at the moment. We're just watching that top right corner. You could just see there's lots of 3 para all over the point and no ICF anywhere near it. 3 para are pushing onto this pretty hard. ICF, I don't know. Do they... 4 minutes 46 to go. Do they get back? Do they come back or do they just try hard? There's a fucking rocket going in from miles away. There's a bombing run coming in. Who's this? This is the Kiwis bombing run. What on earth? What on earth? ICF, there we go. Great strike. Look at that. Great strike. Picked up a bunch of 3 para. Completely shut down that attack there with that 1 strafe. And a few bodies coming. Here's the bombing run now. This is Kiwis bombing run, I'm pretty sure. Comes across the back of the point here. Tries to pick up a garrison that I don't think is even there. 3Ks decides to run into the bombing run. There's that garrison over the back there. That's the one I was talking about just there. So look at them. They're now pincering off that 3 para push. But again, they do have some bodies pushing in from the north side there. Top right corner, you can see north side of the chapel area, the Verville area. You can see that ICF are trying something. This is their last throw of the dice, folks. This is it. They've got a minute and a half left to try and start capping Verville Submit, or otherwise it's GG's and 3 para are going to win this. 3 para are all over Bunnings here. And ICF don't seem to have a response for it at the moment. There's no surge coming in off that garrison, which is untouched. No one's shooting at that. The commander's coming back in now. What's he going to do? What are they going to do? 3 para got some good numbers here. The Wheatfield's a good place for them to come in from, actually. Excuse me. Rocket's gone in. Ooh. Don't know what that picked up. ICF have killed off a couple of 3 para. It's now turning back the other way. This is good work from ICF. There's their surge. There's their spawn. So they got a garrison right in close to the point there. That's what they were waiting for. So it took them a few seconds. As I said, it's about an average of an hour. an hour, a minute rather, to get a full spawn in to defend something. So they just did that. Took them a while, but they got there. So that's shut down that point. 2:44 to go. I think this is GG's, folks. 3 Para just having their nice little play. Here's Jeff. What's going on here, Daz? Jeff dancing the sugar plum fairies. Who's got whom? Oh, Daz gets the kill. Pistols at 2 paces and no one could hit anybody. I think that's it, folks. 3 Para are not going to crack open this last point here in the next 20 seconds, which they have to start capping it. Oh, no, actually, they got a little bit of a head start, so they could do something there. And ICF just don't have the numbers around the chapel area. I know that. So 5 seconds left to go. We're calling it now, I think, for it's going to be GG's for 3 Para, folks. 1 second it is, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Handbags at arm's length, but it is GG's and 3 Para after losing the point after a tremendous first hit the streets. Well done. After a tremendous first smashing there from ICF, and they held that point at the start there after 17 minutes for about 20 or 30, and then 3 Para captured that back. And I don't think ICF ever really threatened the point from there. And whatever the fuck happened here, right? What? This sums up how hard it was for the 3 Para takers in this match. No, I did not miss it. I didn't miss a beat this match. That's what 2 cameras does for you. When you've got them both nearby, you can pick up stuff. Oh, dear. So, I did get that one. Complaints. Do I ask what actually happened? Because the Panzer IV or the Tiger, whatever it was that's near you, just drove off. It was like, well, nothing to see here, so it fucked off. But that was such a great match, and it is indicative of the quality of both the competitive scene at the moment and the clans playing in amongst it. So many good teams on the table right now showing us their wares. Kiwi, Airborne Kiwi, well commanded there, mate. And he's talked about the fact that he's got ESPT signed up to this competition, which is a great competitive team. And there's a Mexican team that's just signing up now. So excellent news, and this competition goes from February through till November, and it's ad hoc kind of stuff. There's a Puma doing stuff, but GG's 3 Para. We will check for a raid here, folks, but what we'll do is we'll quickly have a look at what's actually going on with the scores here. Of course, it's always worth just checking out what your favourite players were, what they actually did, what they got up to, what sort of scores they got. I like to do that fucking stupid screen thing. I was just doing the I gave it to Kangaroo, actually. I should have given it to Wallaby, but Kangaroo did some good stuff as well, so well done to him. And of course the other team, I don't even remember who the guy's name was, so I think I gave it to the commander. Just he put up a pretty good fight. Let's get rid of that header. He put up a pretty good fight, folks. That was well done from him. And now you can, of course, see on the screen in front of you the only way I can ever level up tanks. So great plays though, but definitely if it wasn't one or two of those guys there, it was definitely Wallaby. Well played there, mate. And check your numbers out, folks. So really enjoying these matches, folks. I think I've had 4 in a row now over the last 4 streams that have just been top shelf battles, and I love that. We might do a little raid at the end of this and hit Das Altberg up in about 20 seconds. I'll let you just have a quick look at stuff. So, I don't mind raiding old Das and see what he's up to. So please, if you can, give him your support. And well played to both teams here tonight. Commiserations, of course, to ICF, but they did definitely bring it, and 3 Para supported that. So I do appreciate, folks, if you could just at least pop over and give Das a like for his stream as we get across there for the raid. I will give you my face for just that last brief moment, so because I know you all love that. Thanks very much for watching. Enjoy the raid now. Good night, and see you next time.